Meeting was called to try and inform everybody in the town of what we're having, car break-ins. It's an epidemic, it's all over the state, all over the country, but we have to worry about, I can only do what we can in Colchester. That's Sergeant Martinez is our resident state trooper. He's going to fill you in. Officer Edwards, he's going to fill you in what they're doing with patrols and everything like that. There are some flyers over here, and the flyers indicate we are purchasing signs, and it's an awareness sign. Take your keys out, remove your and they're going to be placed on the major roads in Colchester just below the speed limit sign. It's there for a reminder. When you pull into that road, you say, oh yeah, I have to lock my car. We should be doing it. We don't do it. I haven't done it for 40 years. I'm doing it now, but I lock my keys in my Corvette, so I don't know what I'm doing. This one here is a banner that we're going to be putting up on the town green. The banner is 4 foot by 15 foot. Again, you drive into town, you see it. It's a reminder. That's all it is. It's up to every individual to do it. This is Sergeant Martinez is going to fill you in as much as he can. There are things he's not going to be able to tell you, because if he tells you, somewhere it's going to get out. So, and then Officer Edwards will give you a little fill in. At the end, you have any questions, we'll try to answer the questions. If we don't have an answer, Joni will write it down and we'll get the answer to you. All right? It's all yours.
Like our first selectman said, I'm Sergeant Martinez. I'm the resident state trooper here in town. What's been going on is, as he said, is people are coming into our town and surrounding towns. It's not the only town that this is occurring in. Just yesterday morning, they went into Hebron and they did the same thing. What's been going on is they have a couple vehicles, they drop off a person, and unfortunately, they've been using juveniles in our town. We did make an arrest as like 2 weeks ago, but they're dropping off these kids who drive. Some of them don't even have licenses. They're going into residences, they're going into apartment complexes, and they're checking vehicles. They're checking to see if your car is open, if it's unlocked. They're checking to see if you have valuables in there. And they're either taking your valuables, they're taking your credit cards, your licenses, checks if you have them. Just yesterday, Simsbury called because there was some people running around trying to open accounts with other people's IDs and using credit cards. Recently, as of 2 weeks ago, we had some people use a credit card that was stolen from town in Waterbury at a Sunoco station and at McDonald's. So we did send officers there, and we got some still photos, but they're kind of fuzzy. But we are working with other towns, Hebron, Marlboro, Columbia. Like I said, it's just not happening here. So we've also been adjusting our schedules. I personally have been adjusting my schedule and will do so, continue to do so, and get out there at night and try to patrol your area. Normally, the complex, the Stanovich Road was hit pretty hard, and I'm sure you all are aware of that. We're putting ads in the paper so that people that don't have social media, they can read the paper and find out what's going on. A lot of people, I am social media illiterate. I do not have any social media. So, and nor do I want to have social media. We have it here, and I'm the administrator, but that's the only reason I get on social media, to check our own. What you guys can do is take your keys out of your vehicles, lock your vehicles, take your IDs, your licenses in a home. If you see something suspicious, give us a call. Call 911. That's what it's there for. Use it. That is an emergency. If you have lights at home, make sure they work. Some people have lights at home, floodlights that don't even work, or somebody turns on the light that they're not supposed to turn on, that disables the light outside. So if you have that, use it. And give us a call. Call 911 if you see somebody in your driveway. If they're coming, we've had calls here, like somebody came in my driveway, no lights, they came in, they turned around. Did you call the police? No, I didn't. We need to know about that. If you have video, give it to us. Unfortunately, these guys are coming out at night. So if you have video, you have a camera somewhere, make sure there's a camera in the vicinity of where that video or that camera is facing. That helps. A dark image doesn't help a whole lot. So, and help us help you. If you have information, give us a call. If again, if it's an emergency, dial 911. Take care of the elderly. If, like I said, they don't have social media. Visit them and try to help them out as far as securing things, things like that. Officer, would you have anything?
Just some comments on what we're dealing with. It seems over the years, I've been on for 20 years. I'm Officer Edwards, Colchester. I've been here for this is my 20th year. And the evolution of these crimes, it's just more difficult because if there's more than one person working in the area, they have communications with cell phones. Everybody's got a cell phone. So unfortunately, sometimes at night we might only have one person working on the road. Sometimes during the midnight shift, there's only a trooper working 3 towns. So if something else is going on and somebody happens to have a scanner and they know that they're busy somewhere, it's very difficult to basically do anything to prevent that. Again, technology is our friend and sometimes it's our worst enemy. Summertime, there's a lot of kids out there. Some of them have nothing better to do than to go through cars. So some of the car breaks might have something to do with kids just looking for loose change or items. Unfortunately, Connecticut in the Northeast is involved in a heroin epidemic right now. I mean, you see it all over the news. A lot of people addicted to opiates, and if you are, and you need to find drugs, then unfortunately you're breaking into cars and houses. So again, it's not just Colchester, it's the whole Northeast. It seems that there's a problem. And again, lately, like the Sergeant mentioned, we've been seeing more intricate people involved in car breaks for whatever reason. We had, like you said, Simsbury call with somebody that got some IDs and some checking information out of Colchester, and they were using it with somebody else's ID on the other side of the state and writing false checks. So we do have some video and some still shots, like you said, but unfortunately, a lot of times people put these cameras up, and all we can really tell is it's a person. And it doesn't really give us a lot of good, useful information. So we're trying to put our heads together with other local PDs and just compare notes. And again, a lot of the good notes are, yeah, I saw a blue 4-door car going up and down a cul-de-sac, but I didn't call. And we get that information, and somebody else says, yeah, I saw a blue car down by the Airline Trail and had a New Jersey plate. So we start putting all these pieces together, and sometimes we can get some suspect leads and make some arrests. But again, it's very difficult, especially if they're using technology and they kind of figure out our schedule, So we do what we can with what we have. So.
Well, I want to add a few things. What they say, you as a group are the most important part of this, because you talk to each other, you do Facebook, you do that. We have River East here tonight, we have the Norwich Bulletin here tonight. They're here to put a story together on what can we do. We have to work like a team, because you people need to get it to the police department so that we could do something. We have 10 police officers to cover 53 square miles or 56 square miles. We have 2 men on a shift, 2 shifts. They can't cover it all. But if you see something, what's the saying? If you see something, say something. That's what the townspeople need to do. You need to help us help you. And we're going to be proactive in this. We're going to be doing ads. We're going to be going on social media. I had a meeting with the police commissioner last night, and they're all on board with this. So we have to work as a team to get this. We're not going to conquer it all. I can tell you that right now. We know it, you know it, the police knows it, but we got to start somewhere. Starting somewhere is working together as a team. And that's what I'm asking the people in this room. Get out there, say something. If your neighbor doesn't have Facebook, talk about it. The more we talk about it, and the more we lock our cars and take our valuables out, the kids are gonna come here and go down the street and they get 10 cars, they're all locked and there's no valuables. They're gonna go to another street. Because it's a hit and miss, hit and miss. They're gonna give up. So we do what those signs say, they're gonna give up on Colchester and they're gonna go somewhere else. I'm not wishing that on somebody else, but the bottom line, we have to protect ourselves and work together, and I think we can minimize it. Yeah, I honestly don't believe that we're gonna conquer it. So if you have any questions, we'll take them, try and give you an answer. And again, if we don't have the answer, we will get to the answer. I think the answer is everything we just said tonight, but there might be something else about this you might want to bring up. So just raise your hands and
So this is like,
and then you.
this is almost like, you must have seen Oliver Fagin, and he has a little, that's almost what this seems like. They're reporting to somebody, right?
Yeah, they're using juveniles, it's a gang. The bottom line, it's a gang, and now they're using juveniles to go out there for probably the sole purpose of when they get arrested, they're not going to the courts. We can't do anything about what the court system do. We do what we have to do, we make our arrests. What the courts do, it's on them. And the courts, they're not doing a whole lot with juveniles. They have shut down,
Of course.
they have shut down facilities for juveniles. It's out of our hands.
And they won't talk, they're afraid to talk.
So some of them will.
Yeah.
We made this arrest,
Yeah.
and we're following up on it. It's an open investigation. I've sent an officer to Waterbury, like I said, to investigate it, and you never know. If we don't try, we will not know. We are trying, and we're going to continue to do our job to find out who the rest of these people are. And it's not only us, like I said, you have Glastonbury, West Hartford, some of the big cities are getting hit also. And we're trying to work together to make this stop if we can, or to minimize it.
Is there a time zone? I know, to tell you the truth, and all of it else, because I'm paranoid. When I wake up to go to the bathroom at night now, I take 5 minutes. Come on, baby, come on. Ball. You know, it's just.
I don't want anybody confronting anybody.
No,
coming out of the house.
911.
Yeah, call 911,
And then
please.
watch you guys roll up quietly.
Take a better descriptions. License plates are helpful. If you see damage to a vehicle, jot that down. It's better off for you to just give us a call and let us get out there. As far as a time, I wish I could give you a time.
Yeah.
These guys, I was, we had some that went Thursday, Friday. Yesterday they came out at 2. I think the first call was about midnight, but it's a Tuesday.
Yeah.
So
No rhyme or reason.
it's
During the
really.
day, the parks have been getting hit, people leave their windows down, or you leave your wallet or your purse in there, and unfortunately in this day and age, even if somebody's not out looking to steal your purse or your wallet, they walk by a car, see the window down, and they see a purse or a wallet, and they're, out of a job, or they're not working, or they have some kind of drug dependency. You just created the crime.
It wasn't their intention to do that, but you just.
And then now they got your identity, they know where you live, so it's,
Kills you,
it just keeps rolling.
I leave my TV on at night. I don't know. I've read. I've been leaving it on every night now, making it seem like I'm right there waiting.
With the lights on outside.
Yeah, it's terrible.
So I think more than just
take break-ins are happening? Is it true that actual vehicles are being stolen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they stole a vehicle, like I said, we chased it and made an arrest.
Because I think we
Here
had
in
one
town.
stolen in our neighborhood, we may have had 2 stolen in our neighborhood. We had a couple of other cars broken into, actually 2 or 3 cars broken in our neighborhood. My concern is that I don't see a police presence at all. I work out of my house, so I'm right there in the window, I'm not outside through the street, and my neighborhood, we don't see any police presence. I haven't seen, I don't think I saw one patrol car since the July 3rd. So I live on Fran, between Carla Boulevard and down by Hunter's Court area where the cars were taken, now we're playing in that area. I do say this is not a criticism, I'm just telling you this is perception, right? It's all about optics, right? So my perception is I've seen more patrol cars on the side of the road down by maintenance looking for computers than I have seen patrolling looking for no purpose. That's my concern. That's my perception. Again, perception may not be reality, but it's my reality.
Unfortunately, I have people calling, emailing my office, first selectman's office, every day, speeding, I can't get out of my driveway, and that's every day also. And we can't be everywhere all the
I
time.
understand that, right? But I would have thought since the July 3rd, 4th timeframe when the whole thing went down, that you'd be rolling through at least, once a week maybe or whatever. I'm not seeing any presence.
We'll try to do that.
So, and and that's not just to say me, I'm just saying that it just seems that we got, I don't know, how many were there down by us? It's like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Just one of those things. Also, should there be, you had mentioned that they may have figured out your shift schedules and whatnot. Is there any way to maybe adjust that, or is there a way to maybe move things around to more of the nighttime time frame? Make adjustments to those schedules.
They said that we have.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I missed that.
Adjusted.
Okay.
My schedule. I personally have adjusted mine. So we are doing that. We have been doing that.
All right, thank you.
I think somebody on this side.
Yeah, I'll ask it. First of all, thank you for your time here tonight. In part to his question, which may have already been answered, I think there was some discussions about your schedules that after 10 p.m. there is no police presence. Maybe it's you, the local or town or state officer. If that is true, I guess maybe you adjusted that already in adjusting those schedules. If we know that these times are occurring from 11 until 4 in the morning, it would seem that maybe a rotation would be required and or necessary.
Yeah, we have done that, and we do have officers that come until midnight. And after midnight, there's a trooper or 2 working again, 3 times.
Okay, yeah, right, and so my follow-up part to that is, do you guys know, and maybe you can't divulge this, what's your average response time to a crime like that? So for example, if this gentleman sees somebody at 4 in the morning, some of us are able to confront people, etc. If I see someone in my yard, it's probably not going to be all that great, and not that I would rather call you guys to deal with it, but there are some of us that
When
may end up dealing with it on their own,
When there's
or at least start it.
When there's nothing going on in town, it should be fairly quickly. But when we have someone that's involved in a domestic that takes up, 2 officers, maybe more, so it may take more time.
Yeah, no, understood. I mean, I get the logistics of it, and you're covering a massive square area. Are you finding that these individuals are armed?
We have not here in Colchester. We have not. But just the other day, someone provided, I shouldn't say provided, but left a magazine in their vehicle. Bullets in their vehicle. Not a very smart thing to do. So, police yourselves.
You mentioned 1 or 2 streets where the break-ins have occurred. Are the majority of them by Route 2 or Route 11 where they get the fast?
There are some Marlboro, they hit Marlboro right off the exit 12. They get on quickly and they get off quickly. Some of them are.
Have bait cars been considered?
I'm sorry?
Have bait cars been considered?
I have not done that. I have not yet. Yes, sir.
Is this primarily cars, automobiles you're talking about? What about homes?
Well, right now, the rash that we're having are vehicles, especially at night. Do we get your burglary into a trailer or a home? Yes, but it hasn't been as prevalent. It has not. And by the same token, when they're burglarizing homes, they're checking to see, knocking, see if anybody's home. Nobody answers, no dog in the house. But it hasn't been as prevalent. If you see somebody walking into a neighbor's home, call us. You know?
Or if a car looks out of place, call us, you know. We go ID them, and we might find that they're wanted in another town, or they have a legitimate purpose, but we'd rather know than find out we had a couple of cars broken into and somebody saw a suspicious vehicle, you know.
Yes.
I just wanted to add that if you think that they've come to your neighborhood, that you're all set, they've been in our neighborhood 3 times in the last 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So we actually were hit ourselves. 2 weeks later, our neighbors were hit, and then this past Saturday night, they came through with their lights off, and they were seen by us. So they keep coming back.
Oh, they will come back.
They're persistent.
Unfortunately, they're hitting the big cities also. But in the big cities, you have people that have probably more weapons that aren't registered, and that will deter them a little bit. So, I mean, they're hitting our small towns, surrounding areas.
So, just out of curiosity, somebody who's been hit 3 times, have you seen the police back in your neighborhood?
They actually came to us on Sunday when we found out that her car was broken into. We actually was on the phone with you guys when we met each other, but they came, did a report like they're doing for everybody else. The second time, another neighbor had her car broken into. Of course, that was reported. I worked during the day, so.
But I mean, other than when they were called, have you seen them?
One library once they had some.
Oh, yeah, because we're all standing, so we've actually seen, but that was just recently. You know, I work for the town as well, and I see what the guys are actually doing in the room. They are living there flat out. So I don't expect them to be patrolling every single neighborhood. They've got more important.
I'm just wondering, like, I can tell you.
If you're gonna ask the question to the officer.
Yeah, address it up
And
here.
speak up so everybody can hear, especially me.
As far as patrol checks, we have been conducting patrol checks. Like I said, we can't hit every street, but we're trying. With what we have, we are trying.
Do you go on private streets as well?
All streets. We try to get to all the streets, but unfortunately, we can't.
Probably not. Okay, say, looking at it from the top, here's towns that are hot right now. Does True P help? Does, you know what I'm trying to say? Is it approached in a
task force type?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
They do help?
We've been to meetings in Glastonbury regarding the same thing. So
where a trooper will volunteer, hey, I'll work nights over there at that, to simmer this down.
yes, they do. The resident troopers are doing the same thing any other towns. They're adjusting their schedules.
Yeah.
I have talked to them, and we are doing that. And then, like I said, the big city of Glastonbury, they had a meeting with a lot of the surrounding cities also a couple months ago. This just didn't start. This has been going on for a year. It just didn't start, and it just didn't start in Colchester.
Is it just cars for now, or is it like escalating to homes?
Right now, we have a rash of cars being broken into.
Are these cars that are outside, or are they actually getting bold enough to go into a garage through a window?
Well, it's usually looking at cars that are outside. But we did have a person that left her garage door open, and they went right into her garage and checked her car. So if you're gonna put your car in the garage.
That's another thing. Brings up a good point. Some people actually collect garage door openers. We've seen criminals with multiple car door openers in their car, and they'll drive around a residential neighborhood clicking because there's only so many frequencies, and then all of a sudden the garage door will go up. So if you see your neighbor's garage door up in the middle of the night or whatever, and that's another clue where you could say, hey, listen, something doesn't look right, and we'll go check it out. Because any cars that we encounter that look out of place or we see on the way, we run the plate and we can find out where they're from. They seem out of place. Maybe they have a history of larcenies or drug history, and that's how we build and get suspect leads and solve crimes that, and put people in jail that have been doing crimes all over Connecticut, so.
I think a lot of people may be intimidated to call 911 for something like that, thinking they don't want to bother. Can we provide everyone with the routine number?
It's 860-465-5400.
Yeah.
Put in your cell phones.
Yeah, 465-5400, that's routine. Dial 0, it'll take you right to the desk.
Well, what would you prefer?
If you think it's an emergency, 911.
Well, how about, can you help us give us some guidelines if we see a car going around? What do you?
Why not? Call, hey, I live in this area, I'm in a cul-de-sac, my neighbor is away on vacation for 2 weeks, this car's suspicious, give us a call. 911, absolutely. Absolutely, nobody's going to, unless you call 911, you know, my cat is in a tree, or, you know, then you're gonna be told, don't use 911 for that. It's an emergency, somebody can get hurt, call 911.
You could get through pretty quick with the routine number though. So if it's a garage up or something that looks suspicious that you'd like us, you'd feel more comfortable if we came and did a walkthrough, or, you know, just walked around the house and we could come tell you, yeah, it seemed like nothing. That way you sleep better at night and you're not doing what this gentleman said, looking out his window when he gets up going, I'm waiting for this guy, you know what I mean? So that's what we're there for, you know, call us, we'll go do that, you know, we'll be in there.
In the back, sir.
I have two questions. That number you said, is that Colchester Police or is that State Trooper?
If the phone, someone doesn't pick up our phone here,
Yeah.
it's going to roll over to the troop.
What number?
If you, at the troop is 860-465-5400. The number here is 860-537-7270. Once again, if it does, nobody picks it up here, it's going to the troop. Someone will answer the call.
And then my other question was, are they bothering cars that are locked? I heard it was mostly cars that were left unlocked.
They're not going to spend a whole lot of time in a car that's locked.
Unless something's visible.
And if you have, you know, $100 on your seat or something, or they're usually not going to do that. We've had them on video. It's dark, we can't identify these people, but they're trying cars and moving to the next one. They're just moving right to the car that's parked right next door, or, you know, the next driveway. If you have a vehicle, some people don't report. You know what? I can't find my key. I left it in the car the other night, and I can't find it. It's missing. You should probably change your lock to your car, or go out and buy yourself a lock that locks the steering wheel. Because they're only going to come back and take your car.
And speaking of vacations too, I know I just went away, and when I didn't tell anybody I went away except for my neighbors, but I came to Colchester Police and filled out the form saying I was going to be away, who was going to be, you know, in my driveway, who had keys to my house. So I always do that when I'm going to be away for a little bit, so that the police know, okay, that's, you know, if I say there's going to be a Jeep in there, they'll go, okay, if my neighbor calls up and says there's a Jeep in the driveway, yep, we know that that person's supposed to be there. So we always do that.
Yeah, that's good.
It's important.
That paperwork we keep here, and we also give it to the Troop K.
Yeah, so
The
I
barracks
just want to say
can
that
have
when you're talking about the
Yeah.
vacations.
Yes, ma'am.
So, I'm Sue Dove, and I'm with the Colchester Police Commission. I just wanted to make a couple of comments. A couple of things with reference to your vacation. Please don't advertise that you're going away. It's an open invitation to say, free game.
Don't put it on Facebook.
Yeah, it's nice to post your pictures after the fact, but don't tell people you're actively away or that you're planning on going away from this date to this date. You're just advertising. The other thing I'd like to point out is that this is not just going to be a short-term thing, so get in the habit of locking your cars, taking your valuables in your car. It's got to become part of your daily routine, because this isn't just going to be for a little while. This is going to continue to happen because the opioid crisis is not going away overnight. It's not going away next week. It's not even going to go away next year. So be vigilant, keep an eye on your neighbors, police yourselves, and we always invite citizens to come to our police commission meeting. It's typically the fourth Monday of the month here at Town Hall at 6:30. And we work with the police department, with the first selectman, to pass along your concerns. We're always here as a resource for you. And I have been the victim of a break-in at my house personally, and I will tell you that the Colchester Police did an amazing job, and I was very pleased with the response. It's unfortunate that they didn't leave many fingerprints behind, and my watchbird at the time did not restrain the suspect for us. But she did, we think, limit the amount of time that they were in the house because she was so noisy that, it was middle of the day that they broke.